The Coaches Show is brought to you by Highway 55, Burgers, Shakes, and Fries. The Professional Fence Company. Our name says it all. No job too big or too small. Nunboys.com. And GPS Photography and Video, GPSPhotoandVideo.com. Welcome to the Coaches Show. I'm Glenn Young alongside head coach Tom Paris. Hal Nunn. The Coaches Show is brought to you by Highway 55, Burgers, Shakes, and Fries, Professional Fence Company. Find them on the web and on Facebook. Their name says it all. No job too big or too small. Give them a call, 910-875-5912. Nunboys.com, embroidery, t-shirts, marketing, GPS Photography and Video, GPSPhotoandVideo.com. Coach, I want to take a quick sidebar before we talk about the game. The 8-quarter rule.
Oh yeah.
By definition, what is the 8-quarter rule, and what should Pinecrest have done, and what are we doing?
What's the rule? What is the rule? I mean,
the 8-quarter rule exists to provide teams with, in the wording of the rule, emergency depth.
So it's not really meant for a long-term situation.
Well, no, it's 8 quarters,
right.
You know. But what it allows is for a JV football player who must be either a freshman or a sophomore to play up on Friday night for 8 quarters
and still play JV.
He can play JV the night before. He cannot start on Friday night.
Okay, can't start.
Cannot start
If he played the night before.
if he played the night before, but technically, if he's an 8-quarter kid, he's probably played the night before.
Right.
All of the ones that we used as 8-quarter guys played the night before. You know, and the way that works is you have 8 quarters of football on Friday nights, whether that's one play
doesn't
or
matter.
whether that's 12 minutes of
If you go
play.
in for one play, it counts for
That's
a
a
quarter.
quarter.
Like, let's say Hal Nunn, sophomore, played on Thursday night. You want to play me on Friday night, and I'm not in the game in the third quarter. I get in one play, that counts 1 quarter.
That is correct.
End of story. Now, my question is, all the talk about filing the report and who signs what, this, that, and the other, at Hope County, how does it work? The coach, do you actually do it, or does somebody AD do it?
It works at Hope County the same way it worked at Southern Lee, the same way it worked. You know, there is a form that the state provides. You can download it off the High School Athletic Association website. The parent must sign it, you know, agreeing to it, giving the kid permission to do it. Okay, at that point, what must happen is prior to that varsity game, the player must be evaluated by a certified athletic trainer, a physician's assistant, or a medical doctor. One of the 3.
Stating that they're good to go.
Stating that they're good to go, but they also have to take a hydration test,
Okay.
which involves urination.
So they just do a urinalysis, and
if they do
the
not
color of
pass-
the urine is clear as water. You good?
If they do not
Yellow is
pass
no
the
good.
if they do not pass the hydration test, they are not approved.
And it's simply is visibly looking at the urine.
It's very, very simple.
Okay.
And you know, every week, I know when I first was at Southern Lee, I had an athletic trainer who, you know, was very, very good. She took care of all of that. Everything was done to the letter. But after my first season, she left.
Oh.
And so I did not have an athletic trainer, but I got a physician to come in every Friday. You know, most doctors get off about lunchtime on Friday.
Yeah, either one of 2 places,
But
home or the golf course.
I had a physician, Dr. Jennifer Norman, would come in, and at 1 o'clock, we'd have any and all 8-quarter personnel ready for her to evaluate. She would eval, she would do the hydration test, she would sign off on it if they were good, and if they weren't good, they just, you know, they couldn't do it. But all that paperwork, you know, that form, you got to keep it, because number one, you know, each form, the form on the kid documents how many quarters they have left in the 8 quarters based on if they've already 8-quartered. Because once you have played in 8 varsity quarters for the rest of the season, you must either be on the JV or the varsity.
Oh, you can play varsity, but you just can't do JV, though.
No, it has to be one or the other.
Okay.
Okay, I got you.
And you turn that paper in when, or do you just keep it on file?
We just kept it on file.
Okay.
You know, you got to have it on file. I don't recall ever turning it in. You know, it's there in case, you know, the state wants to audit your records.
So unless they come and do an audit, you don't really have to physically turn it in or email it up on Friday morning.
Or unless
like that.
somebody brings it to somebody's attention. I don't know. I've never had to deal with that, but I can tell you this. We are fully prepared to deal with it.
Yeah.
If somebody wanted to look,
and apparently,
if Q Tucker shows up tomorrow,
I know Q.
any of them, I mean, we've got our T's are crossed and our I's are dotted.
Amen.
I mean, that's just the rule.
So I mean, once they get 8 quarters, they got to be on varsity or JV, and it's important to note that Pinecrest self-reported after.
That's what we were told.
We were told that they self-reported.
They did. They self-reported.
And apparently, it was a parent that turned the kid in. The kid was blown off the team, and you know the rest of the rumor mill, conjecture, and story. But bottom line, it kicked them out of the playoffs. They start the night at kickoff. They were told it's 3 o'clock on Friday, roughly. Coming to Raz Archery, and they are suddenly, all of a sudden,
this is their final game.
They are 0-10.
0-10.
And we're 0-10, so it's 0-10 versus 0-10, and a pretty emotional game from the kickoff. And when you look at it, we're down 14-0 fast, and then they did
not real fast.
You know, long drives.
We ate up the bulk of the first quarter with that first drive.
And then they made the crucial mistake and they kicked off to Nakeem Shaw. He takes it 89 yards. 14-6, we missed the extra point or the 2-point conversion. Now, and we're making a game of it. They come back down now, it's 21-14. And then you do, what is this trick play that you did? I hate to call it a trick play, but I mean.
It's not trick.
What's it? It's in the rules. They were stunned, I can tell you, from up top.
Oh, they were shocked.
They were like, well, even the referee, they were like, well, the coach is up there with me, with Pinecrest.
That's
like,
going to go down
even the referee doesn't even know. He said, what happened? And I always missed it on the film because I was just, okay, they're getting ready. And I just happened to hit record, and Jacob Rushman was already picked up the ball or gotten the ball and was sitting down the sideline.
Well, the ball was actually snapped to Jacob.
Okay.
It's a little deception play, very similar to the water bucket extra point where everybody gets off to one side and you got the kicker and the holder and the long snap.
Sort of what they tried in the NFL a few weeks back, and they flubbed it up and they got cremated.
But it's one of those plays, and we talked about it, and I mean.
Now the issue they had up top was like they did not hear the referee blow the whistle.
He blew the whistle.
And so either they were not paying attention, and he normally blow it, and he'll give the motion to start the clock.
He did it.
And everybody just relaxed.
Because here's the thing: the way we run, the way we do that play, and we practice this religiously. The whole week. I mean, we would practice it at times, but we knew we were going to run it Friday night.
Right.
It was just getting in the right situation to be able to do it. But we huddle everybody up on the sideline, and we actually wait until the white hat blows the whistle.
Okay.
So then at that point,
everybody's thinking, well, they're about to run out of time.
Then at that point, they've all got to go inside the numbers.
Right.
And so, Chase went to the ball to set up over the ball. They all go inside the numbers.
And some of them look like they were holding their hands up.
Well,
like, what are we doing?
That was part of it, and then
Hollywood.
And then they come, they kind of work their way back, and we make sure we get the other 6 on the line.
And then you got to get set.
And then
because you got to have 6 men on the line set.
And then
direct snap it to Jacob.
Then we direct snap it to Jacob. Jacob catches a snap, and makes a fire call, and we're 88 and out the gate.
Yeah.
And,
now, what's the play called?
Ellis Tornado.
Ellis Tornado. Where does that come from?
I don't know.
They just came with the name.
It's just like where does the sitting hen and the fumblerooski and all that stuff come from?
It definitely swung the momentum in our favor. They were totally surprised and taken away up top with the other Pinecrest coaches. I'm sitting there because I was like, because I didn't remember the referee blowing the whistle, but that makes sense. He blow it, then you go set up.
It was all practiced based on how it had to be, and even the official on our sideline, he told me, he said, "Now, Coach, that play was illegal," and I said, "No, it wasn't either." He said, "Yes, it was." He said, "Because your players didn't go inside the numbers." I said, "Trust me." I said, they went inside the numbers because we practiced it all week long. I said, and that was one of the biggest points. He said, okay, well, we'll see when we get that film. I said, and you will see that they went inside.
Well, what can they do once they got the film? They already scored as a touchdown.
Well, he's worried
Now,
about
did
getting,
you have to?
he's worried about getting suspended for
Right.
this one.
Oh, yeah.
We're not calling a play right.
Did you have to report to the referees prior to the play to tell them what you were doing, or just?
You know, I reported. No, I
you
now
like
I
give
did.
them a heads up. Say, hey.
I reported to them on 2 other trick plays that we ran. I did not report to them on that one.
Okay.
But you know, it was that's one of those plays that you can't run, but about once every 3 or 4
You
years.
told me that the other night.
You know, because once you run it,
That's out on the
everybody
everybody's
we
your mama
play
know.
is going to prepare for that play for the next
2
3-4
years.
years. And so you know, you can't do it. You got to let it cycle out, and you got to let people forget about it. But I mean, it's one of those things. And looking at our situation, you know, our big thing last Friday night was win or lose, we wanted to have fun.
Well, they did. I
They
can
did.
tell you on the
They-
sidelines, everybody was having, you know, a good time, and it just seemed like. And when you do that, you play loose, and the kids can actually make plays when you play loose.
Well, and I think part of it too, and I talked to them before the game, you know, we talk about it every week. We talk about playing your best and playing as if this would be the last opportunity you'd ever have to play the game. And you know, and I told them all before the game. I said, you know, there's no more what ifs. Tonight is it. This is the last night that all of us are going to be on this field together as members of this football program. This is the last opportunity we're going to have to do this together. And so this is it.
And someone texted me before the game and said, now since Pinecrest has been kicked out of the playoffs, this is their final game. They're 0-10.
But hold that thought, Hal. We're going to take a quick break.
All right,
We're running
running
out of time. We're going to come back and talk about the second half. We'll be right back.